Online courses, ebooks, digital downloads, or billing clients for services, Samcart is where you get paid for whatever it is that you do. At Samcart, you can sell anything and everything using our library of pre-made templates that have been used to generate billions of dollars in sales. Bring your sales page to life with the drag and drop builder. Offer your customers more ways to pay you by selling payment plans, subscriptions, bundles, and even pay what you want offers. You can sell your products as one lump sum or break up those payments into smaller chunks with payment plans. You can grow your recurring income with built-in subscriptions. And these are just a few ways that Samcart makes it easy for you to get paid for what you do. And now built into every single Samcart account is the brand new Samcart Courses, the perfect solution for securely delivering your video courses, ebooks, and memberships all in one place. And it is built right into every single Samcart account. With the new Samcart Courses, you can create a robust lesson plan for your students and even drip out the content on your own schedule. You can boost your sales by selling different tiers and bundles of your course. And did you know that right now, over 30% of your students never even make it to the first video? Which is why we developed Samcart's auto-enroll technology, which seamlessly takes your students from buying to learning in one simple step. No lost passwords, no support tickets, just more happy customers getting exactly what they bought every time. But what if you're a brand new course creator? Or you've always wanted to add an online course to whatever it is that you already sell? Then do not miss the Samcart Course Creation Challenge. Over 20 videos and lessons that will help you launch your first online course in just 14 days. You'll learn everything from cameras and lighting to launching and selling your first online course. And whenever you're ready, you can showcase and sell your course on one simple page, built with Samcart's drag and drop editor. Easily create high converting sales pages by adding video trailers, countdown timers, and more. Our mission at Samcart is to put the selling power of the world's largest brands into your hands, multiplying your sales with powerful features like one-click upsells, order bumps, and more. In fact, Samcart's database proves that adding a single one-click upsell increases your average order value by 68%. And next are the order bumps. Just one order bump boosts sales by an average of 31%. Create your first bump, and 1 out of 3 customers is going to hit that add to order button and make you more money. Selling subscriptions? Well, what are you doing about failed payments? Your customers' credit cards are constantly being lost, stolen, or expiring. So what happens when those payments fail? Well, instead of chasing down your clients, we created the Samcart Subscription Saver. Samcart automatically updates your customers' credit cards without you lifting a finger. So your subscription payments come in on time, which lets you focus back on growing your business. And for any advanced sellers doing 6 figures and up already, Samcart has all the tools you need to keep scaling. You can A/B test your product pages in real time and let the results guide you to your next move. You can see which version of your page converts the highest and make more money in the process. Turn your business into a well-oiled machine by integrating Samcart with all of your favorite tools for sending emails, managing contacts, and even doing your taxes. Samcart's integrations let you effortlessly track your return on ad spend, create new customer profiles, automatically ship out your products, and keep your team in the loop with updates and notifications. So let's launch your next course, ebook, mastermind group, CPG brand, or digital agency today. Samcart is home to over 20,000 creators who have sold more than $2 billion of their own products and services on Samcart. You can join them today and see why the right tool makes all the difference. Get started for free today at samcart.com.
And we are live. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
We're here. It's the JT Takeover time.
That's right. That's the only Scott you're going to be seeing on this episode was that 5-minute pre-roll. So no Scott today.
No Scott today. He is on daddy duty, and we wish him well as he welcomes in another little tiny human into the world. So he's taking a nice little break with the fam. But You've got me, Taylor Danielle, and you've got Jordan P. Anderson. Don't forget the P. The P
That's
is
right.
in-
Yes. P for what does the P stand for this month or this week?
I think powerful. Powerful's a good one.
Problematic.
Problematic. Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
I do enjoy a little roughing around the edges here and there because it's the JT show. Cue Justin Timberlake if we could afford to cue Justin
Perfect.
Timberlake.
So the title of this YouTube live stream is How to Make Money Live Streaming on YouTube. Taylor, you're a live streamer. You're on Twitch every now and then. And we have a special featured celebrity that we're going to take over today. Let's throw up a slide. Who do we have today, and how are we going to make some money live streaming on YouTube today, Taylor?
Yes, I'm really excited for this because, as you guys know, live streaming has really kicked up along with short form video content. Obviously, we live stream a lot on this channel. So today we are going to be taking over Doc Rock, and you might have seen him in other spaces. He is one of Ecamm Live's community manager. Absolutely love Ecamm Live. Doc is an amazing content creator and coach, and so I'm really excited to do this because not only does he regularly stream for Ecamm Live, but he also does for himself. And so for anybody who is in the live streaming space, whether that is just doing tech reviews, consulting, for the gamers out there, any type of live streaming, you can definitely still use a lot of the principles that we talk about for your own content and to make you some money. So with that being said, of course, we have a couple of rules here. Obviously, Scott's not here today, but it is me and Jordan here to continue showing you guys the ropes. Jordan, what are the rules of the takeover?
The rules, yes. We're already doing some of the rules here in the chat, but yes, first off, type first. If this is your first takeover, we have some people typing second, first. So we got some newbies. So let's explain the rules of the Tuesday takeover. The Sam Card takeover. Every week we go and find a YouTube, Instagram, TikTok celebrity. We take over their business. We analyze it. We find ways that we can optimize it, add more money, 10x their profits. So first, by looking at, how they make their money, we then look at where they could be making a lot more money. And then number 3, how they can monetize like the pros, like us, Mr. Problematic. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to make it a thing. But again, type first in the chat if this is your first takeover. We love to see our newbies. And if you're OGs to the takeover, type the letters O and G together, press enter, and welcome back. So first we have some kind of, and the other rule here. Type your big aha moments in the chat. You are taking notes. This is your little miniature YouTube business class. So take notes in the chat. If you find or hear or learn something that's interesting or maybe something that you're going to try out on your own live stream, type it in the chat. Tell us your action items. We'd love to see those. This is a two-way street. This is not just me and Taylor chit-chatting away. You are part of this as well. Taylor, let's dive into our first of 4 core questions. Question number 1.
Yes, and this is actually one of my favorite ones that I think that now as I go through even thinking through my own content creation process, like this one comes up for me all the time. So our first question that we like to ask here on the takeover is what's the opportunity? And by opportunity, we mean how big is their audience? How big is their reach? And we usually narrow that down based off of the social media presence that someone has. So we are doing all the math for you because we don't do math live. It's we don't spell live, we don't do math live. So we dug into Doc's social media presence, and on his own channels, he has about 24.5k followers and over 2 million views on his YouTube channel alone. Nice. So what we like to do with that is equate that to $1 per subscriber or per view as a baseline to determine how much potential money you could have coming into your business. And so just goes to show you don't have to have the largest, biggest millions and millions and millions of followers. Like even a smaller audience across multiple channels is still opportunity. So we're guesstimating about this much for Doc's areas of opportunities. I'm sure he's making plenty and then some. And with that being said, make sure you also go follow him on everything. Seriously. Dude is amazing.
Taylor, let's pull up your screen. Just give people a sense of like who Doc Rock is. Let's kind of learn a little bit like what does he do? Is he just a content creator? Is he a tech YouTuber? Let's learn a little bit who he is.
Yeah, he is really big in the tech space. So you see him a lot going through tech. He's a big Ecamm Live user, especially since he is one of their community managers, but he also shows people how to use different types of tech, especially if anybody's in the Mac ecosystem. He does a lot of great reviews on that and how to implement it into your content creation process, specifically for live streaming and podcasting. Podcasting is one of the big things that he's a part of. So as you can see here, he has his main YouTube channel that he is live on multiple times a week, similar to us actually,
Nice.
where he shares a lot of really great insight with his followers. I think one of them is like just a straight up Q&A that he does once a week.
Perfect.
So that's his YouTube channel. Make sure you go drop a follow on that. He also is on Twitter, and he's pretty active there as well, and on Instagram. And so those are kind of the three main social media presences that he has, but he's mostly known for his YouTube videos. Yeah.
Talk a
And
little bit about that, Taylor. Like with live streaming on YouTube, we do it now. We've been doing it for last several months now here on Samcard.
Mhm.
Like, talk a little bit about like the live streaming practice, or like, is Doc Rock doing the right thing by doing it multiple times a week? Should you limit it to once a week, or should you try to live stream every single day, especially on YouTube?
Yeah, it's really going to depend on what your audience is looking for as well as what you're giving. So since he does a lot of Q&As, I think he reserves one day for Q&A just straight from his community, and then one day to actually talk about specific subject matters as it relates to his podcast. So he actually does a lot of his podcast content live and then edits it and tosses it up on the different channels. So I think it just depends on what it is that you're doing. I personally think that there's nothing wrong going live more than once a week. Daily, I would probably only do that if like you're a news type niche. I could see that, and I've seen that in some
Yep.
instances. But live streaming is really about what you can realistically keep up with. Real talk. You do not have
Yep.
to go live every day. Once a week is more than enough. And as long as it's something that you are providing value to in terms of your audience. So I know a lot of people used to think of live streaming in the gaming space, but now it's actually a really great space to connect with your audience, have that kind of dialogue back and forth, just like we do here every week, and be able to provide, insight into whatever it is that your subject matter is. So find a schedule that works for you. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. If you can only go live once a week, that's great. And you're already creating content for yourself. So if you ever need to repurpose stuff, just pull the live recording, chop it up, and send away.
That's right. Already got a question out in the chat, but just asking you guys, like, are you live streaming for your business? Are you thinking about it? Is this something you're going to do for 2023? And if so, just type the word yes, and then maybe even type like how many times per week you're going live. Would you ever do 5 times a week? Would you just do 3 or do 2? I kind of like what we've done, Taylor, and like, or we kind of do it even like on Creator U Live, where it's one day is very structured, like kind of like Takeover, like we have a very set presentation here. And then there's kind of maybe we should start doing this, like maybe like kind of office hours style, where it's like, it's 30 minutes, it's unstructured. We have a couple Q&As that come in. It's more about the audience than it is about like us giving the show. What do you think about that, or as a blend of that kind of strategy?
I think that's a great strategy, because something, especially for the podcasters out there, that is always something that can be a challenge is connecting with your audience, because they're only hearing you in pre-recorded audio, right? So if you provide a space where people can come to you and you can interact with them one-on-one, remember we talk about access all the time. People like that. People want to be able to interact with you. That's why live streaming has blown up so much, because it's an opportunity to communicate with the person that is on camera and be able to ask and get their opinions on things. So I love the blend of, hey, save one stream for, delivering your actual content and your value, and then save the other one strictly for your community so they can ask questions. And it's a great way to establish your authority in whatever space that you're into.
Perfect. All right. So question number 2 now about Doc Rock is, what are they promoting? What is something like the first link that we see? Always want to look at the first link, or like if they have some kind of link tree type software. I mean, there's like a million of them now. Is it free stuff? Is it paid stuff? Is there alignment, as we've said before? If I'm teaching a bread making video, do I directly link it to a bread making course, or is there some kind of misalignment in that? Taylor, what'd you find? Are they? What's Doc Rock doing? If he's on these live streams, what is he promoting? And then if I'm a happy viewer, audience member, and I want to give him my money, what can I go buy? What can I go spend my money on?
Yeah, so a lot of what he is promoting is basically content creation, but in various mediums. Again, podcasting and YouTube are kind of the two big ones, and mostly YouTube Live, although he does touch on being able to create, pre-recorded videos. But those are kind of the two biggest things that he is sharing. So as you can see, being able to, especially in the podcasting space, he has a bunch of like really great insights. So like this one, my mind immediately went to this, like how to not say ums and ahs and things like that, how to give really good interviews with people, taking your content and being able to push it out elsewhere, overlays, things like that. And then he does have some like tech stuff in there, but it's all surrounding how to use tech for your content creation. So that is the biggest thing that he is known for and that he promotes, is being able to use technology for content creation, specifically in live streaming and the podcasting space.
Sweet. So he's doing a ton of like super really helpful tutorials that a lot of live streamers need, or just people that
Mhm.
just like using tech or cameras or YouTube in general. So a lot of like free value, a lot of like
Yeah.
free awesome videos. Is there like a paid option? Is there something that we can like go buy, or is he just kind of, from what it looks like, just making money like YouTube AdSense?
Yeah, and that's where it gets a little interesting here, and where I see a lot of opportunity is that, he is associated with a lot of really great programs, Ecamm, Restream, he has his own kit stuff and Amazon, and all of that's great. We
Hmm.
don't hate on ad spend, we don't hate on affiliate links, all of that. But we all know that all of those options are still taking some change out of your pocket. And so that's where I see a lot of opportunity, is being able to promote your own stuff. We're all about promoting your own stuff
Yep.
here. Definitely secure the bag passively as much as you want, but where can I go buy something that you have? So I did locate his Instagram, and he does have a link in bio kind of option, which leads to this page here. And if you've ever heard me on lives and it comes to link trees, like I'm really big on your big 3 links. On those 3 are your pretty much
Yep. It's like
5-second
it's
opportunity.
it's the 80-20 principle. It's like they're gonna,
Mhm.
all of it's gonna be top 2 for sure.
Yep. And so here he's going back to his YouTube channel, and then he has a Facebook group for
Okay.
another group that he's a part of, and then he has this Buy Me a Coffee setup, which, if you're not familiar with Buy Me a Coffee, think of it like Patreon, just a different version of it. And
Yeah,
here's where you
it's
start
some
to
like,
see,
and you can like do some like HTML plugin and like put it on your
yeah,
website and have like a little like coffee button at the bottom. It says like, if you like what you see, give me
Buy Me a
$1.
Coffee.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it. I think I signed up for it a couple years ago, but I have not done much with it. But yeah, it's kind of Patreon's competitor, if you will. And he does offer like content creation consulting. He's got office hours. And then he has kind
Okay.
of like a normal membership setup, but that's about it that you can easily get to. And again, not sure what their fees are, but there's definitely some fees associated with it. So he's not able to take home all of it. Right.
Okay. Gotcha. And then yeah, it's kind of like buy me coffee. Like I'm kind of like, just like if I'm a headline reader and I just see on his, link in bio that says, buy me a coffee,
Hmm.
that does not sell to me like book a session or book a
Right.
coaching call. It's not exactly, it's just kind of like make a donation. And it's like, I don't want to make a donation, but I will book a, like, can I do some kind of like live stream consulting call with you?
Hmm.
Maybe that's like, I might be too a little surface level, but like maybe that's something that could be a slight tweak to get people to over to this site, because this is at least one place that someone can give you money directly.
Right. And that's where, again, like a lot of opportunity here, because like you said, it's a little confusing because the name, as cool as it is, but the idea is like, oh, I'm just here to donate. I didn't know that this was like a full-on membership thing. And so making that clarity, or having a space where it's very clear that either you're supporting a channel or you are, purchasing something that they've made, can be really helpful, especially if it's stuff that you already own.
Okay.
Um,
And then I gotta criticize the Facebook group. On the surface, it seems like a good idea, but I think Facebook groups have kind of fallen off to favor. And even on our Samcard Facebook pages, we have tens of thousands of people on our Facebook group. And even as Taylor, you, me, as the Facebook admins, when we post something, let's say there's 10,000 people as invited members inside the group. If you and I were to post something as an admin, it might get like 30 impressions, 100 impressions at most,
Yeah.
which does not make sense mathematically. And then you go, why do I have all these 10,000 people inside my Facebook group? It's like, well, Facebook it's all regulating the attention. So it's like, it's just because someone joined your Facebook group does not mean that your message is going to get sent to the very top and that they're going to
Mhm.
know, hey, ooh, a new notification from my special group that I'm a part of. Not necessarily. Your Facebook group gets shoved right in between all the other cat photos and crazy memes. It's so I will criticize that to say, like, maybe instead of a Facebook group, it might be better to have an email list or some kind of
Mhm.
more, maybe a Substack, where you have a straight line connection to your users.
Right, right, exactly. I'm in so many Facebook groups, and I've definitely posted, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I got 2 likes on this, and I really needed some help with something. You know what I mean? So Facebook groups
Yep.
they're a love-hate relationship because on one hand, it's a great space to get all of your people together in community. Most people already have a Facebook account. It's easy to slide into. But on the other hand, with all of the changes on getting people's attention, um, good luck.
Yeah.
So,
And then there's Discord as well. People, you can send people over to your Discord, but then you're like,
yep,
okay, anybody over the age of 40 or 45 is going to be like, what the hell is Discord? I like my
yep,
Facebook. And you're like, well, use Slack. And you're like, oh, wait, Slack is $10,000 for all these members.
yep.
So it's like, maybe, but everyone has email. Everyone has an email address.
Everybody has email.
And then it's a little bit more of a straight line to say, like, hey, just reply directly back to me if you have a question. You don't have to go
Yep.
through all these channels or log on to Facebook just to get a hold of me.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's interesting about how he set this up in terms of like what can you buy is that he actually recently launched a whole new channel and new podcast
Hmm.
that is supposed to help what are they called? The Gen Xers. So like our parents. So
Okay.
after boomers, before millennials.
There you go.
He's got a whole, setup. It's called Creator 50. And so one thing that's cool about live streaming, and we talked about this in the Black Friday special that we did last week. And if you missed it, we might have an opportunity for you to be able to watch replay, but we'll talk about that later. So we talked about being able to start pushing your Black Friday stuff now, so that way it gives people an opportunity to be prepared for when you drop it on Black Friday. And so he actually had a live stream earlier this month where he is offering a masterclass on interviewing, because again, he's really big in the
Okay.
podcast space, so he offers a lot of good stuff. But the only way that you could get the link to join is if you were in the live stream. And so,
Ooh,
because I
okay.
am a doc fan,
All
I
right.
was in the live stream, I pulled the link, and it was great because he offered it right there on the spot, and he was having people sign up on the spot. But afterwards, there was no opportunity, unless you go back and watch that live stream, to pull that link and to build said list of raving fans ready to get into this.
And how far into the live stream was this link?
Oh, it was a good 30 minutes into the live
Oh
stream.
no. Okay.
It was a good 30
Yeah.
minutes into the live stream.
Okay. I mean, like, a benefit of the doubt is that, like, this is like my warm lead filter. Like, hey, if you've made it 30 minutes into this live stream, then you're a true fan and you're more likely to convert. But
Mhm.
I don't know, if I just found you or I like your videos and I don't have time to watch the live stream,
Right.
how do I buy this course?
Right. So I love Doc through and through, but I really wanted to see this be a place that's elsewhere now, to be, to give him some props. This is a great opportunity for those who we talk about beta testing. This is a great opportunity to test this kind of thing out, where he's even said on the live stream, hey, this is a beta test of this mastermind that I'm doing. I am going to re-release it later and, have more opportunity for other cohorts. So if you are a live streamer and there's something that you want to test and you have your audience right there live with you, go ahead and share it. Be able to say, hey, I'm dropping the link right here and now. If you're on this live stream, I need beta testers for this mastermind that I'm putting on. Do you want to be a part of it? I'm giving a stupid discount on it, so that way it's a no-brainer for you. You can hop in,
Yep.
enjoy the content, and then give me some feedback. But also, you can still build a list even if these 20 slots are gone. So have another landing page that has the ability to take those emails and collect those emails. And that way, whenever you do go through your first round with your beta testers and you're ready for the next one, you don't have to re-engage those people all over again. They've already said, hey, let me know that I'm interested. Like, I want in on this. So when you
Yep.
put it up again, I'm ready to go. And there just isn't an opportunity to do that from anywhere else. I literally had to dig for this link again to go find it.
That's
So
amazing. Yeah, something like
mhm,
this, like, yeah, scroll down to the bottom. Let's look at I think the offer is like $98. But yeah, something like this, why doesn't he place this in, the first link in your YouTube description or the first link
mhm,
on the YouTube channel links? Uh, yeah, this is great. This is something that you should be putting front and center versus saying like, hey, go sign up for TubeBuddy or go sign up for use my Ecamm affiliate link.
right.
Um, and yeah, and Taylor, you're so right with like offer that discount. It seems like counterintuitive, or it's like, oh, it's early, it's not ready to go. It's like, no, just be upfront and honest with people. Say, hey, this is not that put together. I would normally charge 500 for this, but since it's kind of like glued together temporarily, I'm only
Mhm.
going to charge $100. So jump in, and that way, if you pay a little bit, you're a little invested as a beta user, and you can actually get some serious feedback to then do the full launch.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love how he presented it. So for the live streamers out there, again, don't be afraid to say, hey, I'm working on this thing. You guys want in on it? It's not fully done, but we're happy to welcome some people in, get some feedback, and keep it going.
Yeah.
And so once you do, then you can be able to again redo this. We talked, Jordan, you even had your own course that you like, it was asleep for a little bit and you even
Hmm.
brought it back. So even if
Yeah.
it's something that you already built out and you thought this isn't going to go anywhere, you can always pull that content back and repurpose it. And maybe there's a couple of modules in the old content that you can throw to the new one. So there's lots of room for opportunity whenever you're doing live streams to take advantage of the fact that people are interested, still do beta testing, but still re-offer it later. So that way you're not losing out on people who want your stuff later on.
100%. So we're kind of dancing around our third core question is, how easy is it to buy? How many clicks to buy? Can I buy now? Can I buy later? Are there checkout issues? Taylor, let's actually go to this. I mean, first off, like we just said, it's very difficult to find this link. This link is not publicly available. You have to go 30 minutes into a live stream that happened last Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
in order to get to this specific link. But let's actually go through this process. So say I'm lucky enough to actually have watched this, I make it here, and I want to buy something. Maybe I want to buy the early bird special. What happens next? Then we go to, it's just like, I think this is a Kajabi checkout page.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it asking for now?
It's just email and then whatever it is that you want to, however you want to pay. There is an option to subscribe to the email list, which I think is a nice little plug.
Okay.
But that's it.
That's it.
That's it. It ends there.
Okay, so 2-3 clicks to get to the product that we want, and we've talked about this. Like, it's probably going to lead us into question number 4. If I want to give you more money, how easy is it to buy more stuff? Basically, the core question of like, what's the most amount of money I can spend with you? This would count as, have we talked about in the past, one and done sales. This is a one singular product. If I buy mastering interviews right now, $148, that's it, walk out the door. That is the most amount of money I can spend. If this was a grocery store, there'd be one banana in it, and that would be it. And they say, this is all we sell. We have nothing else.
That's it. Just the banana shop. That's all you
That's
get.
right.
And you only get one. You only
Custom
get
bananas.
one banana. And that's the part that this is where we see a lot of creators, really kind of hit a wall here. Is we've all done it. I've done it. I've sat there and be like, oh, this is all that I need. I just need this one page and that's it. Even though you might have a library of things sitting on your computer right now that you can offer. And we know that this is possible because if we go back over to the Buy Me a Coffee page, there's a membership level, there's a consulting service, all of that could be living right here in this nice, pretty white blank space, right? And if you're all about mastering interviews and that's what he's teaching, why not toss in the content creation advice service of like, okay, cool. I actually already have, podcast episodes recorded or video recorded. And I definitely want to learn how to get better on having really good interviews with guests. So that way I'm not boring people whenever I do this. But I need eyes on my actual content because I have no clue if it's really hitting home. Can you do an audit of my stuff? this is the perfect opportunity to include any consulting services, any free trials to memberships, anything additional that you're already offering, put it there, because we don't want to lose out on the opportunity to just share with people just how much you have to offer and your authority. And so I love Doc. I know dude has got plenty to teach you, and I've
Mhm.
learned so much from him. And so it's just like, put that extra little tidbit there, because if I'm already excited to buy, I'm gonna probably be willing to buy more. I literally did it today. I ordered Instacart today, Jordan,
Oh,
and they
okay.
got
Yeah.
me again. They got me again. They said, "Do you need anything
Wouldn't
else?"
need anything else. You're like, I need Benadryl. I need Skittles. I
You
need.
know,
You're like, I
and
thought I
I
need.
need a Mountain Dew. I don't know. Whatever
Yeah.
it is that you need, we want to be able to ask people, "Do you want fries with that?" That's literally all that it is, because you never know. And if you don't ask, then you're losing out on opportunity. The worst is no, right? They don't have to
Mhm.
click it, they don't have to add it. But what if it's yes? And so this is where we see a lot of creators fall short in an opportunity to offer more, and to turn this $148 investment into $248 or three or then some.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, Doc has the setup. Like, he's a content creator among like he's the top 1% of content creators who has the setup. He could walk into a studio, probably flip 2 switches, and he's recording. And he can make a new course. He can make another promotion. He can make an ad for this. He could be live streaming, constantly pushing towards this. If you because the question always is like, okay, a lot of people watching, like, I'm doing this. I'm doing what Doc is doing. I have one product. I worked my ass off to get it out and going. It's in the early bird special mode right now.
Mhm.
What do you mean? How can I make another product? Or like, I don't know where to find product ideas for something like this. And what we always recommend is to go to your YouTube channel. If you're a YouTube creator right now, or you're making YouTube content consistently, go to your videos and hit the most popular filter. And that is a good indication of what are the top 10 videos, or the top kind of like, what are the trends that you're seeing. That could be something that people want, something that people really gravitate towards. And Doc, I think, is like, how old is Doc's channel? Like, it's got to be like a couple years old.
No, it's like almost 10 years old. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That video is dating back like 11 years. So he's clearly gone through the process and all of the different changes through YouTube, and has fine-tuned his content, because if you see what it recently looks like, he's got a flow. You can see it. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
perfect.
So, but even still, that information is still helpful, because that's the one thing about YouTube that a lot of the other social media platforms don't have down yet, is YouTube doesn't depreciate. I can
Yes.
go find a video from 3 years from now that's still actually valuable today, right? And so that's one thing about it, that, if you're curious about what your content is, don't shy away from what your old videos are. Doc could probably pull one of his videos from 9 years ago and recreate it. Exact same, maybe updated
No,
if the
yeah, he
information
totally could.
changed, and throw it up here. You know what I mean? So it's a great way to learn it, or you could go watch Doc's video on content idea tools.
Another trick that he could do, and I do this with my YouTube channel, is take your. I mean, yeah, if Doc has a 10-year-old channel, then there are videos from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3, 5, 10 years ago that are still getting views, that are still
Mhm.
getting 10,000 views a week, and you're like, people are still watching this, or people like actually search for this. Why don't they watch my new stuff? Go to those old videos and take your new course, take your new course offering or product that you have, and put it in the link in the description. Because it's an asset. It's a constantly growing asset that if you're getting 10,000 views a week from an old video that had that one spike, then someone's going to click in the description, and then someone's going to go to that new page. And that's how you can, like, I've done that too, like how you can bring back courses from the dead. I have one video that popped on my YouTube channel 4 years ago, still gets views. People still click that link in the description and still go and buy that course, even though I haven't touched it in 2 years. 3 years,
Yeah.
and don't plan on touching it.
Yeah, I definitely think this is, I feel like it's almost that every year of like YouTube is the one to get in on, but low key, like, YouTube is the one to get in on, especially now that they're beefing up their live streaming, they're adding in shorts, things like that. And for those of you who are going to, do live streaming, especially if you have a special Q&A, literally each question that's being asked, take that answer, clip it. We love Descript around here. Clip it, throw it up on YouTube Shorts. or maybe take a couple of questions and make it a 5-minute video if it's like an hour-long live
Mhm.
stream. Like, that's the beauty of live stream, is you're already creating your content just by doing what you normally do, and all you have to do is just chop it up and disperse it where it needs to go. I
That's
love
great.
live streaming. Live streaming is fun.
One last thought about the affiliate links is maybe putting the affiliate links here. I'll throw this out. Maybe putting the affiliate links behind, not to say behind a paywall, but behind maybe like your guide, like Doc Rock's podcast gear list guide.
Mhm.
And it's a $10 ticket to get in the door, to get access to this list. And then the links themselves are affiliate links, so that you're still making money on when you recommend this microphone and somebody clicks the Amazon link and buys it, you're going to get 5% of that. But just adding some kind of like, people will pay for that. People will pay for the access.
Absolutely.
Just save me the 100 hours of reading reviews on Amazon, and let me just buy your list for $10, $20, and save me that much time. And then I love it so much, and I love the value that you provided. I will buy that microphone, and either out of supporting you or just because that's what you recommended. And then and Doc's gonna get the affiliate commission.
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually seen this done really well with a podcast that I follow, the Almost 30 podcast. They literally have a guide on, you could either take the course on how to start and launch your podcast, or you can take the 90-page, or it was like somewhere like 60, 90-page PDF guide version. And in it, they slashed the price, and they had a list of gear on how to set up based on your budget. So if you're just starting out, if you're intermediate, or if you're in the full shebang, you want to have a whole YouTube studio set up for it kind of flow, they had that whole setup, and I think they charged $100 for it versus their course that was $500, right? So you can definitely, people will buy lists, absolutely, because they care about, especially if they're fans of yours, what do you use, right?
That's perfect.
You take what you use, like, hey, I get asked all the time, this background is awesome. It's a wallpaper on Amazon, y'all.
You got to put it in your description. First link.
Like people really like to see what you use and want to take those tidbits to kind of tweak their setup and make it just as nice. So don't be afraid to use those affiliate links and put it behind something like that. Or for those of you building an email list, lead magnet, that's a super easy lead magnet. Here's all the things that I use for my setup. If you want the list, here's the landing page. Subscribe to the newsletter and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it's always the idea of, everyone thinks they have to be the original musician, the original artist, and they also forget that DJs get paid as well. DJs not playing their own music, they're playing somebody else's music. They just put it together in a nice fancy list that is compelling and go, hey, this is great. Thanks for putting this together.
Yep. Oh my gosh. That's that. How many Spotify lists do you are you following that does that for you, right? And then of course, like, how many Superman movies, how many Batman movies, how many of the same story that we see all the time. So there's nothing wrong with using what's already out there or telling people here's the setup. Works like a charm.
Perfect. Okay, folks, so ask your live streaming questions, maybe like how to monetize your live stream, or if you have any YouTube live questions, you can drop it in the chat. Taylor, have we addressed the final core question? How easy is it to buy more? What else would you kind of recommend for Doc to avoid the kind of one and done sales syndrome?
Yeah, it's really just taking what he's already offering and putting it in one succinct place. Again, that consulting, that membership, whatever else he might have coming up, like, it would be great to just see it, baked into the other offerings, so that way people can leave with more than what he has. I think he also has some other things like merch and templates and all that stuff like that I've seen him offer. So those are all things that you can add on. And just because he uses Kajabi doesn't mean he can't use Samcart. I'm just saying, we integrate with him, just in case you were wondering.
That's right.
So I would love to just see him offer his full suite of things in every checkout. So that way, no matter who's landing where, whether they find it in the live stream or way down the line later, you know that he offers more than just this one course.
Bingo. Yeah. All right, Taylor, let's switch over to a couple questions. We had one from Sandra asking about, does Samcart have email as part of the software, or do you need an outside email? What's your take?
It's a little bit of both. So yes, we do collect emails that you can use and export into whatever third-party marketing software you want to use. But we also integrate with some of them too. So like ConvertKit, Mailchimp, ActiveCampaign. So you can link them up with Samcart and be able to tag them into your list if you want. But if you don't want to use that and you just want to send them a straight email from your Gmail, I wouldn't do that personally, but you can. Whenever someone places an order, you can collect an email, so that way you can reach out to them. So a little bit of both.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's tons of amazing free email softwares out there. Yeah, we at Samcart, we're not going to try to compete with the Mailchimps out there and try to be like, hey, we're a better email marketing software. Ditch that crap and come with Samcart, because no, Samcart's not going to send out emails for you. All Samcart can do from the email side is either integrate with your email provider or can send custom receipts. So when someone buys your specific product, you can add a custom email that gets sent out. And that's as far as email capability, or like even collecting emails. Like maybe the question was like, if I wanted to do a landing page or start building my list, what are my options?
Yeah, then you would want to lean on that third party integration option, but you can still use Samcart to deliver, whatever it is, that freebie or whatever that you want. It just depends on how you want to set it up. So we definitely all say yay third party integrations, because like you said, we're not going to be no Mailchimp, ConvertKit, all of that. We know our lane. So, but we do integrate with a lot of them really smoothly, and you have a lot of opportunities to create whatever rules that you want. I personally use ConvertKit, and it's great because you can tag things. Again, I took a lot of notes during our Black Friday special last week with Rocky and all of I was like, let me go redo my email setup. So there's a lot of options there, but
Nice.
Yeah, pick one. It all integrates. We have a great knowledge base that shows you how to do it as well.
Taylor, I want to ask you about, we had one question that was submitted before the show. It was about kind of this idea of, I've watched this one channel so much. I watch their live streams all the time. I'm a subscriber, and I just feel this pull of reciprocity. How can I give you money? Just that kind of idea. And then do you just settle on to say, hey, maybe I should just create a buy me coffee button, create some kind of free, pay me what I want, pay, like donation tip jar. What can I do, or what can I, as the creator, as the live streamer, what can I provide those people that they don't necessarily want to buy anything, they just want to support?
Yeah, I think having a donation link of any sort is always great. And this is the page that I would honestly take from game streamers, especially like platforms like Twitch, where you can immediately like link your PayPal or whatever to it. But we all know that all that comes with fees. So we do have a pay what you want feature in Samcart. So you could still send them your one pager and say, hey, here's everything that I'm about. If you feel so inclined and you want to, add to, I like to say at my streams, hey, if you want to support the stream, go ahead. Everything that you submit goes back into the stream. It's go back into the lights and all the things that you see to make it great. And you can include that buy what you want feature. You literally can type in the amount that you want, and it goes straight to that person. You don't have to worry about Twitch taking money or this platform taking money or buy me a coffee taking money. It's outside of the credit card processing fees, which we all know comes with the territory. All that money is yours. So pay what you want feature is your best friend.
Awesome. I just dropped in the chat the Black Friday live special. So let me share my screen. So folks, if you want to share my screen here, boom. If you want to watch the Black Friday special we did last week, it was a 2-hour special. We went through 5 different segments, 5 different shows. You can go to this website right here. It's in the chat, try.samcart.com/Black Friday 22 live. And you'll be able to unlock it, watch the full 2-hour special. And then I think we've also broken it out into little segments. So if you don't want to watch the entire 2-hour special, you can just kind of pick and choose which segment to watch. But it's, Scott talks about his 5-figure Black Friday special. We have the exact courses. This is kind of like the recipes section of this is the cooking course part of the show, where David from Creator U goes through and says, like, if you're trying to make Black Friday amazing, watch these specific Creator U courses. We've got copywriting, email tips and tricks for sending out Black Friday promotions. And then at the very end, we have Brian's $1 famous $1 offers for Black Friday. So and the kind of strategy was like, make a product that is $1, and then on the back end with course cross sells and upsells, you can start to upsell them more stuff.
It was a good time. I enjoyed that. A lot. I learned a lot, and I was in it. So just saying, it's worth the watch. So many good nuggets in there. Rocky gave that email sequence again. I went and literally like started messing with all of my ConvertKit, settings, so that way I can make sure I have it. So definitely go to the link in the chat and check it out so you can unlock it and see that 2-hour special. A lot of great comments, a lot of great aha moments and takeaways, and especially for the newbies who are wondering, can I even use Black Friday to do anything? You definitely can, and we definitely talk about ways you can do that.
Go check it out. Taylor, that's our show. Doc Rock on the books.
Doc Rock on the books. Be sure to go follow him. Again, he is like the cool uncle at every family reunion that you want to kick it with, for real. So make sure you go show him some love and tell him that we sent you. And yeah, I'm Taylor Danielle. That's Jordan.
And I'm Jordan Anderson. We'll be here next Tuesday. That's just this week. This week's over now. What will the P stand for next week? Find out Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're here on YouTube. You can register for this event, not have to do any, dedicate your brain power to somewhere else. Go down to the link below, register for the Tuesday Takeover. You'll get an email, a text message. It'll go straight to your Google Calendar to say, hey, jump into the live stream right here. You don't have to find or search it here on YouTube. It's one button, one click. And Thursday, we're doing the Profit Playbook live, taking on another chapter. If you have not already downloaded that, the link is down in the description. That's it. Taylor, we're out. Thanks for watching. Peace.
See y'all.